Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are all having a blessed day. Hey, this is one of our Area 51 videos. Hey, listen, this behind me is the famous black box. And anyone that's into ufology knows this right here is one of the most probably used UFO sighting spots. People come here, they've been coming here for years, right here at this area to make a bonfire and to sit out at night and to watch everything that goes on at Area 51, which is literally just right over there. And this black mailbox, there used to be all kinds of displays, but it looks like they cleaned it all up. But anyway, listen, I wanted to go over a couple of facts with you about UFOs that a lot of people don't know. And number one is this. In the late 1940s, Jack Parsons and L. Ron Hubbard, you guys know L. Ron Hubbard, he's the founder of Scientology. Well, they both came to Area 51. The government invited them here to perform a ceremony to try to open up a portal between our dimension and the dimension where the UFOs are coming from. You know, the government's not stupid. A lot of people at the lower levels, they believe that UFOs are nothing but nuts and bolts saucers coming from some other star system or another planet or whatever. But the higher ups, the people that are actually the satanic worshipers in the government, the elite of the elite, they know that there are fallen angels and demonic entities. They know that. And that's why they brought Jack Parsons and L. Ron Hubbard here to open up that portal. And from what I've read, from things that are written, they were successful in opening up that portal. Because right after that, Roswell happened, and the whole UFO phenomena just blew up after Jack Parsons and L. Ron Hubbard opened up that portal. And both those men, L. Ron Hubbard and Jack Parsons, they are proteges, they are students of Aleister Crowley, who is known, he wrote the Satanic Bible. He is known as the most evil man, that's one of the most evil men that's ever existed. So in July 4th, 1947, at Roswell, a Roswell rancher, Mac Brazel, he's the one that went out and found pieces of the downed craft at Area 51. And he went and told the county sheriff. And then the public relations officer, which is Walter Hunt, he issued the press release saying in the July 18th Roswell National Register that they reported capturing a flying disc. Now listen, Jesse Marcel is the one that went out and looked at the debris. He was an intelligence officer. Jesse Marcel knows the difference between unidentified debris and a weather balloon. And he even took some of it home. And his son has testified many times that the stuff that they picked up was literally, it was metal, it was there, but it was as light as air. And you could crunch it up and it would come back to its original shape. And we have that nowadays. We actually manufacture that. It's called memory metal. We got a lot of technology from Roswell. So listen, this General Roger Ramey, who was the commander of the Army Airfield, he's the one that set out and said, no, we didn't catch a UFO. We didn't do that. It was a weather balloon. Well, listen, Roswell literally disappeared for 20 years. The whole Roswell incident disappeared for almost 20 years. And then all of a sudden, Stanton Friedman, who is a leading UFO investigator, he went and found Jesse Marcel and he interviewed him. And that's when this whole incident blew up. But listen, Roswell, just like everything else UFO related, everything demonically related, that ranch where that thing crashed sets on the 33rd parallel. Go figure, what are the chances of that? And right after that, of course, aside from Roswell, was one of the first well-documented cases of alien abduction. And that was Betty and Barney Hill. And Betty and Barney Hill were abducted. They came back, and Betty told them under hypnosis. She identified a star system. And they found a couple of star systems that almost perfectly matches, but there were 2 stars that were wrong. Well, listen, since then, with our modern telescopes, they have looked out and they found out that Betty Hill was right. Those 2 stars are there. So listen, this is something that I want you to know. The United States government and the governments of the world and the elites, they traded these demonic angels and these demonic entities that are what we know as the UFO phenomena today. They traded them something. And this is what they traded them. For technology, that they would get technology, they traded them the ability to abduct and take human beings, and it would never be investigated. They also gave them the ability to come and do whatever they're going to do with cows. You know, cattle mutilations, they're taking all these things, uteruses, they're taking brains, tongues, reproductive organs. They're taking all these things from cows, and what they're doing, they're using them. You know that you can use those parts from a cow to grow a human embryo? You can. And that's what they're doing. But they traded them technology for the ability to do whatever they wanted to people and whatever they wanted to cows, and there would be no investigation, and it would never hit the mainline news. That was the trade-off. So guys, listen, this is all pretty weird out here in Area 51. I mean, there's nothing as weird as the Alien Inn, but it's still very strange, you know, that the world is in total darkness to this. They're in total darkness to the whole UFO thing. They don't understand. But it's just like what I've told you guys before. Listen, as born-again believers, we are called to shed light. Satan masquerades as an angel of light. And whenever you're in any conversation where UFOs are brought up, Area 51, anything else, anything like that, you tell them, listen, that's fallen angels. That's demonic technology. These are not aliens. They're demons. Anyway, I just want to give you guys something to think about. Heaven or hell, you choose. Just remember, once you take your last breath, it's a done deal.